In the past decade, the global naval balance of power has seen significant shifts, particularly with the rapid expansion and modernization of the Chinese Navy. While the Russian Navy has a storied history and considerable capabilities, it faces several challenges that hinder its competitiveness compared to the Chinese Navy. This article delves into the reasons why the Russian Navy is not as competitive as China's formidable maritime force. One of the most apparent differences between the Russian and Chinese navies is the sheer scale of their fleets. The Chinese Navy, officially known as the People's Liberation Army Navy, PLAN, has undergone rapid expansion, making it the largest navy in the world by number of ships. China has invested heavily in building new vessels, including advanced aircraft carriers, destroyers, frigates, and submarines. In contrast, the Russian Navy's fleet size has remained relatively stagnant, with a significant portion of its ships being older Soviet-era vessels in need of modernization. China's shipbuilding capacity far surpasses that of Russia, enabling the plan to produce new ships at an unprecedented rate. China boasts some of the world's largest and most advanced shipyards, which are capable of constructing multiple ships simultaneously. This industrial advantage allows China to rapidly expand and modernize its navy. On the other hand, Russia's shipbuilding industry struggles with outdated infrastructure, limited capacity, and financial constraints, resulting in slower production rates and delays in ship deliveries. While Russia has made notable advancements in certain areas, such as missile technology and submarines, the overall technological gap between the Russian and Chinese navies is widening. The plan has invested heavily in modern naval technologies, including advanced radar systems, electronic warfare capabilities, and next-generation naval aircraft. China's emphasis on indigenous research and development has yielded significant technological innovations, enhancing the overall combat effectiveness of its navy. Russia, constrained by economic challenges and international sanctions, has faced difficulties in keeping pace with these advancements. Aircraft carriers are a critical component of modern naval power, providing a platform for power projection and air superiority. The Chinese Navy has made substantial progress in this domain, with the commissioning of multiple aircraft carriers, including the Liaoning and the domestically built Shandong. These carriers are equipped with advanced aircraft and integrated systems, enhancing China's ability to project power far from its shores. In contrast, the Russian Navy operates only one aging aircraft carrier, the Admiral Kuznetsov, which has been plagued by mechanical issues and limited operational capabilities. Economic constraints significantly impact the competitiveness of the Russian Navy. Russia's economy, heavily reliant on oil and gas exports, faces volatility and external pressures, limiting the funds available for naval modernization and expansion. Additionally, international sanctions have restricted Russia's access to critical technologies and components, further hampering its naval development efforts. In contrast, China's robust and diversified economy provides the financial resources necessary to sustain its ambitious naval programs and investments in advanced technologies. The strategic focus of the Chinese Navy differs markedly from that of the Russian Navy. China has pursued a blue water navy strategy, aiming to project power globally and protect its far-reaching maritime interests. This strategy is evident in China's growing presence in the South China Sea, Indian Ocean, and beyond. The plan's expanding fleet of modern surface combatants, submarines, and auxiliary vessels supports this global reach. Conversely, the Russian Navy's strategic focus remains more regional, prioritizing the defense of its immediate maritime borders and strategic waterways such as the Arctic and Black Sea. This regional focus limits Russia's ability to project power on a global scale. Operational readiness and training are crucial factors in assessing naval competitiveness. The Chinese Navy has made significant strides in improving its training programs, conducting frequent and complex exercises to enhance its operational capabilities. The plan's emphasis on realistic training scenarios and joint operations with other branches of the Chinese military ensures a high level of preparedness. In contrast, The Russian Navy faces challenges in maintaining consistent training and operational readiness due to budgetary constraints, aging equipment, and logistical difficulties. While the Russian Navy retains a measure of regional influence and boasts specific areas of strength, it is not as competitive as the Chinese Navy on the global stage. The scale and pace of China's naval expansion, its advanced technological capabilities, and its strategic focus on global power projection have positioned the plan as a dominant maritime force. In contrast, the Russian Navy grapples with economic limitations, aging infrastructure, and a more regional strategic orientation, hindering its ability to compete with China's rapidly growing and modernizing Navy.